Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back into the brand new video, and today, man, we're gonna be talking about domestic girlfriend. So, whether I make this a thing that happens a lot and or not, I'm not really sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna talk about every chapter. I don't know. Maybe I'll only talk about the important chapters or the ones I find something that kind of inspires me and or I guess motivates me to talk about. Probably be the best term to put there. So, man, when looking at this chapter of domestic girlfriend, you know, I think it really puts a little spotlight on Hina, of course it puts spotlight on Misaki at the end, but more than anything, I kind of want to talk about the comparison to Hina and Serizawa. I want to talk about that comparison and kind of what's going on with their characters right now, because we know a couple chapters earlier that they actually foreshadowed Serizawa is going to make a move on Natsu. We know that now. It's been foreshadowed tremendously, right? She's always been kind of thrust in the spotlight, even whenever she didn't necessarily need to be in said spotlight. And of course, 3 chapters ago, it had her talking to the one girl that actually thoughts around, and she gave her advice saying, hey, Natsu's ring's gone, his necklace is gone, so obviously something must have happened with his girlfriend, because he only took it off whenever she stopped coming around. So looking at this, I find myself saying, whew, I wonder how that's kind of going to be presented to us. What kind of move is she going to make? It can't be the same one as last time. I would not imagine the author to go down that route, to use the same trick twice. The cute, innocent kind of Serizawa, you know, unexperienced kind of method that she used the first time with the mishap of the seducting act that Serizawa put on. So, looking at Serizawa and Hina, though, you know, Serizawa kissed Natsu. I want you guys to put this into perspective, and this is what's the point I was trying to actually make it within my Discord whenever I was talking to some of you guys. So, Serizawa kissed Natsu and then played it off, right? She had a great chance to stand her ground whenever Natsu said, I didn't know you felt like that, but instead she ran away and said she's just caught in the moment, really excited, and there wasn't nothing more than that. So if you look further than that, though, you got to take a look at what that does to their said relationship. What that does is actually make it so now she's not a love interest. She's someone that Natsuo now feels as if they're not together. And now, how does this relate to, or excuse me, they're not together, but he now views her as someone that's not someone he could be with, you know, not saying he won't eventually turn that route, I don't know, but she has turned off any kind of romantic possibility. She has, well, not cleared a path for romantic possibilities. She has instead just stacked a bunch of stuff up within her path. She can no longer just smoothly try or attempt to walk through it. Now she may have to go through, you know, she may have to walk through some mud in order to get to the nice, sunny, sandy beach. So that is romance. Now, looking at Hina, I want you guys to look at it like this. Hina, Natsu is down. It's their first time for you to confront him. It's your first chance to, you know, go about him and your relationship in a romantic way ever since you guys were kind of forced to split apart before. And yes, obviously Rui is holding her back. We know that. Rui is really holding her back because now she feels wrong. And given, you know, Rui, if anyone, should be the one that feels wrong, if anyone, because she's the one that dated her older sister's ex-boyfriend. I mean, but that's besides the point. We're not getting into that right now. But whenever you look at this, guys, you really have to look at this from a standpoint that, hey, if I'm with a girl, this is the main point I was trying to make in the Discord. If I'm with a girl, you know, we've had a relationship, it is fun, it was a blast, but then for whatever reason we had to go separate ways, like Hina and Natsu, right? So if I have a girlfriend that I know will lie to me, and she'll be so confused to where, like, sometimes it's really hard for her to spit out what she wants to say, and just simply spit out what she wants to say because she's scared to say it, and she thinks it's best she doesn't say it. So what does Natsuo know? He knows when she's lying, you know, he knows when there's more to something, and he pokes and pries until he gets it out of Hina, sure, right? Like, he knows that Hina keeps things to herself, and Hina gets a lot of signs whenever she does that. So, looking at Natsuo and Hina's kind of relationship now, Hina's really settled into that brother-sister role. And not the fact that she doesn't love him. That's clear. That's so obvious that she loves him, something funny. But she's not bringing up their relationship like she did in the past, you know, like whenever they were caught in the rain during that one arc in the manga, you know, back, 50 chapters ago or so, right? Something like that. You know, there's no more Hina moments to where they're having these super romantic undertones to where she's coming over drunk and kissing him. As a matter of fact, she's not doing anything of that. And that's the main point I'm getting at here. If you have a girlfriend that repeatedly kind of brings up these romantic undertones to you, and we'll talk about your guys' past relationship openly, even though you're not together, that's whenever you clearly know they're thinking about it. That's whenever you know they clearly have an interest in that topic and want to discuss it with you because they're clearly interested in exploring it again. So tell me, if you read a person and you know a person like that, right? Just like Natsuo knows Hina to be that person, what kind of message do you get when the person completely just shuts all that off and doesn't say those things? What happens when your ex-girlfriend, you and your long-term ex-girlfriend, whatnot, you know, agree to go separate ways and you're on and off, but then you finally say, let's just be friends, let's keep it that way, and this is just how things are. What do you think? How do you feel when they don't keep giving you those same, you know, I'm into you, I'm not into you. I want to talk about a relationship. Oh, I don't want to talk about a relationship. What kind of message do you think Natsuo gets whenever she just completely magically shut it off and doesn't discuss it anymore? What kind of message do you think that gives Natsuo when a romantic love, a past love interest, you know, keeps bringing up a topic and then magically just shuts it off and doesn't bring it up anymore? You know what kind of message that sends? And I know this may have took a second to get to. It sends a message of, I'm finally set. I'm finally comfortable with being someone who maybe is close to you, but just your friend. You know, they say a person that bickers at you, someone that's always on your butt, a family member, you know, a basketball coach, you know, maybe it's your taekwondo, jiu-jitsu teacher, maybe it's your basketball, baseball coach. A coach that's always nagging on you sees potential and wants you to perfect it, unless you're just that damn good to where there's not much to say. Usually whenever someone stops saying something to you, that's when you should worry the most, because it means they don't care. Now, in Hina's place, it doesn't mean that she doesn't care for Natsuo. That's clear, and not in just a caring way, not a romantic way. So what I'm getting at, what happens when your ex-girlfriend stops talking about your romantic past to you? Finally stops with the on and off stuff. What kind of message does that send? I'll tell you what it sends. The same thing that the basketball coach, the jiu-jitsu, you know, teacher would be sending you. I've given up, and I'm complacent where things are. It's either one, they've given up on that love interest, or two, Hina has officially been set and is comfortable within her ways in romance. So, and that's just life. That's reality. Listen, guys, the mangaka attacks this in a very real way. A very, very realistic way. I think we all could agree with that. Super realistic. This show is real. This show is one of the realest mangas you will meet in a romantic aspect. Sure, of course, exactly, yes. So that's what I'm saying. Hina has given Natsuo the impression that she no longer necessarily loves him that way. She's complacent, and maybe she does love him that way, but she's showcasing that she truly just wants to be that big sister role. She's not bringing up the past. She hasn't brought it up in a long-ass time, and just like with any other relationship, within real life, guess what? If you're on and off with someone, and then someone magically becomes okay talking to you on a normal basis without bringing up the past of your romance, you know what message that sends? It sends the message that I'm okay where things are. I finally got to a point to where, you know, sure, maybe I love you, but it's best if I don't have you. Or I've gotten to that point to where I've lost feelings seeing you that way due to certain circumstances that make up our situation. That's the message that sends. Now, can you get out of that? And I know people in Discord are going to be listening to this, especially my Discord. Link in the description below if you guys want to join. I know people are going to be listening to that, to what I just said. And guys, You gotta look at this from a realistic standpoint. You can't look at this as, this is my favorite girl, this is best girl, this is the girl I want to be with them. That's not how it works. The author is taking a realistic approach, and you should be able to see that now. Some aspects will be confusing, you know, because right now, Serizawa and Hina are in the same position. I could have made a move on you in a time of need. That's Hina. But I played the big sister role, so I'm giving off the impression that I finally become complacent with my role. I finally become complacent with who we are, you know, in each other's relationships and lives. I'm fine. I love you, but I've moved on, and I'm complacent with who I am. That's the message that she sent Natsu, and there's no doubting that. Now, can that be fixed? Can it be reversed? Is it something that's set in stone? No. No. But that's what makes it so damn interesting. How is he going to get out, or how are they going to possibly get in a new romantic role? Because everything's pointing against them in all reality, but there's a lot of things that seem as if that could go their way, of course, because of who they are in their past relationship. But really put a big axe in the plans. And since Rui has not shown her face in these past few chapters, it's literally impossible to even guess where the Hina route's going. You can't read it. You literally cannot read what's going to happen. She's put herself in a weird role to where it just seems brother-sister relationship. You know, she's implied everything to where Natsuo, I care about you deeply, but we're brother-sister now. I'm complacent with that role. You were with Rui. We can't do this. That's the kind of thing she's, you know, her not speaking up upon their relationship, their romance, ever, period, anymore, gives you that impression. And you see that Natsuo hasn't brought it up either. He hasn't acted on it. Serizawa, she had the chance. Serizawa had the chance, right? Serizawa had the chance to say, yeah, I kiss you because I love you. Whenever Natsuo questioned her about it, saying, I didn't know you feel that way. Guess what she did? She played it off. She said, nah, we're nothing but just friends. Except, see, she did it in a very direct manner. Hina did it in a very indirect manner. And it still comes out to the same equation. It's still going to give the person the same impression. You know, I've been kissed by someone that, and maybe you guys have too, been kissed by someone that didn't truly feel that way, you know? But then you're sitting there wondering, like, do they? Don't they? I'm not going to make things weird. I'm not going to say anything. I don't, you know, and that's kind of where Hina, or that's kind of what Serizawa did. And that's at the same time, in a way, what Hina did without the physical conduct. Now, there's no way for Natsuo to know she cares, because she's not acting on her old tendencies. She's not, you know, repeating the cycle in what she once did. That's what makes things interesting. So, I probably reiterated myself a few times, guys, and I apologize for that. But if you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter, X25. Hit up the Discord and chat in my domestic chat channel, and also comment down in the comments below, right? So, yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys made it to the end. If you didn't, maybe you're not going to get everything I really wanted to say. There's at least probably about a solid 2 minutes there to where I may have been kind of reiterating myself while still trying very slowly to progress to the main point of this video. But yeah, I apologize. That's on me if that's the case. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, really.